I'm Elizabeth Pudwill. I'm here with Amber Neal.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. We haven't seen each other in a long time.
I know, right? Had to catch up.
I know. Yeah, we're going to do that. No, we won't. It would be very entertaining, though.
For real. First time we met, we were talking for hours. So
yeah,
we won't do
it
that.
was very easy. Yeah, she is one of those people. She's just really very attuned and very easy to be with. So I'm with, I know somebody, Houston. We have an event coming up. It's actually our first event of the year. Hashtag #MeTooHouston.
Yes.
And what our objective is to keep that conversation alive.
Yes.
Provide a safe space. Sometimes, there's a lot of people who have stories that don't want to share them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people who maybe don't even know they have a story.
Right.
Don't realize it.
Right.
And we don't really want to make anybody come out and do something they don't want to do, but we
Right.
want to provide a place where maybe you need to listen to someone else's story.
Exactly.
Maybe you would derive some support around that, some
Yes.
courage. Maybe you could ask some questions. And even further than that, more important than that, is to get to solution.
Amen.
I did one of these Monday with Melanie Bragg, and one of the things that she said her solution was, instead of there was some discord in a very large public organization,
Right.
and instead of fight, what she decided to do was to go over here and create a very powerful women's event.
Absolutely.
So
It's
instead
good.
of fight, empower.
Yes, that's right.
And that's exactly what we want to do. Although I love to fight, no.
Me too. Where I'm from, we
That's
don't
where
call the police.
Yes, that's where we're a lot alike. So.
Yes.
I met Amber, I don't even know how long ago, but Amber is a matchmaker. Amber is a TV show host. Amber is, you name it, she does it. She's got social media, she's got branding, and she's not a jack of all trades, but she's just really good at connecting people.
Yes.
That's what we're all about,
Yes, that's what it is. It's a connector. It's a matchmaker. I mean, it's like business. Like, hey, you have whatever connections from business or personal. I just
Right.
love to help people find those connections to fulfill their dreams.
Yeah. If there's an opportunity where she can help, she will.
Absolutely.
And so I called her and I said, hey, will you come do a Facebook Live with me? And she said, yes, I can do this date. Got her up early, and
yes.
I just wanted her to share with you guys why she thinks this is important to keep this conversation going.
Oh man, when I first heard about the movement, I was thinking like, man, I hope somebody would really work with me. I want to just be on the forefront of this. I'm like, we have an obligation to help people that don't have the presence in the media to get a voice sometimes, because they don't even know what they're going through sometimes. Yes, we all went through HR and we know what the rules are, but unfortunately in this day and world, it's time. It is so time. It is so time that we stop allowing the craziness in the workplace. It's just too much, We have enough to deal with being in a man's world as it is,
Right.
and then we've got to deal with being abused or being blacklisted because we won't sleep with that person or get on the casting couch. I've dealt with a lot of it in the entertainment world, and that's why I love it. I have dealt with so much stuff where I've had to go around and make that own lane, because if you're not willing to play the politics,
They get you out. Yes.
you're
Squeezed out.
named. You are literally squeezed out.
Yeah.
And that has happened to me in the entertainment industry. It's happened to me, just discrimination in general, because somebody may not like who I'm with or something like that. But I've even got to the point, one job where I wouldn't even bring pictures of my children or my man to work because of all the discrimination going on. I mean, it's crazy. It is time. I'm excited. I'm like, I know Elizabeth's going to do this. And sure enough, I'll be dang if you. So that's why I love your organization, because you're always on the forefront of protecting women. And there's a lot of groups out here that say they're networking, but they're so backbiting and they're so not real. They're not really supportive
Hope
of
you're
women.
watching, Victoria.
Yes, there's so many that don't have an abundance mentality.
Right.
And you and I share that.
Right.
We know that our gift is not someone else's gift, and no one can take your gift because that's your God-given gift.
Right.
And you have to be in an organization like that where there's true support. And you know me, y'all know I am the networking queen of the South. And I'm telling y'all, this is the best organization that I've ever been part of.
Thank you.
It really is. And I thank you, because there's tons of women out there that if you weren't in this position, I don't even know. Look at all the things we've gone through, from the fire starters and the leadership programs and being able to help somebody. Hey, you know, I had this, I lost my job. Hey, I need some clothes for my baby. No matter what it is, you provide that safe place where women can come and get all the support that they need. So we thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
And we, you know, that's what we do.
Yes.
But we really do want to provide a place where you can tell your story, you can hear your story, you can hear someone else, you know, just courage.
Yes.
And, you know, it's a networking event as well. You're going to meet some powerful people, some really cool women that, you know, and our events are different. It's not a, where's your business card?
Right.
I mean, we do encourage that. We want you guys to be connected, but our events are really about connecting on a personal level.
Yes, that's right. That's
what we do.
And I think it's just a safe place. Again, back to the safety of coming and being able to say, I need this, or I have this wrong, or I have this problem. And sometimes the problem is me, and I need some help get out of my way.
Right.
You know?
Yesterday, Victoria Garcia shared how she was at a job where her boss hugged all the women every morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right.
And she stopped giving hugs and got ostracized. So, you know, you never know what you're going to hear and what form it shows. And maybe to all those women that felt like it was appropriate.
Yes.
Until someone said no.
I've been shocked how many women have come forward. I mean, it's been like, wow. I mean, every day you hear it in the news and you're like, another one. And I'm so grateful that this movement has really finally taken heart and actually uniting women, and actually, even in relationships, a lot of times women are the problem against each other. We don't support women. And I mean, that's a whole other subject.
But, you know, but what were you wearing?
Right.
You know?
I know.
Were you drinking?
Were you flirting? Did you make him do that?
Right.
It's your
What did
fault.
you say to him?
Right.
Yes.
You asked for it. And if you wouldn't have worn that, you know, I'm like, what are you talking about? You asked for it. Now you sound like the abuser. That's crazy.
But we do it too, you know?
Yes.
We do it too. We have those thoughts. We're part of our culture.
Yeah.
And that's what this is for, is to stop. You know?
Yes.
I can stop me.
Yes.
I can change me.
Yes.
And I can provide a place for everybody out there, for all the women that want to share their story, hear a story, hear a solution. I really want to find, you know, different solutions and find power in that, and provide support to people who are also looking for it.
Yes. I even had one just short story, and you know, I'm a professional comedian as well, and I had one promoter, you know, come to me, and he tried to meet with me. I was thinking that he was meeting with me to book me
Professionally, yes.
Yeah. So he sat there and talked about himself for the whole hour, and then didn't say nothing, and I was like, okay, that was weird. And a month later, I get a text message from him out of the middle of the day. I just closed the business deal. I'm in the mood to beep. And I was like, here we go.
That's what he wanted.
I ain't never, well, I won't get that rated, but I've never done any of that to get a job. So, and I ain't about to start now. So I knew that when I made that stand, it ain't going down like that. That was going to cause some problems. Sure enough, I got blacklisted for about a year. I thought, well, you know what? There's more than one way to skin a cat. I took that year off. I went and blew my name up through my matchmaking. Went back a year later to that same club, and like, look at me now. I wanted to get my own night. But I had to go all the way around, stop doing comedy for a minute, focus on another avenue, and came back for it. It's not easy, but if there's a will, there's a way.
It did work.
It did.
And it was, I think, you know, and it depends on who you are and how you want to address it. I'm not saying fighting is wrong or bad,
right.
Because fighting may be the only way to do this.
Yes.
But there's also, you know, my own psyche and my own value system, and I love that. You know, you empowered yourself that way.
Yes, you have to. Sometimes you just have to make your own lane. And I think as women in general, we just have to make our own lane. You know, it's still a good old boy network. A lot of it is, you know.
It is.
And I don't know that we'll live to see the total progression, but I think we have to be the movement and really stand for it, at some point we have to draw a line in the sand and say, that's it, that's enough.
Right.
That's it, and it's Me Too. And they say like 1 in 4 women are raped. I mean, there's so much stuff that people don't know, the statistics, it's crazy. And if somebody has enough strong enough voice to say Me Too, then maybe that'll encourage you to feel like you can do the same thing.
Right. And that's what the Me Too movement is to show you the numbers, you know, how many, and the scope, because it could be from the subtle, like, I like to hug all my employees in the morning,
no,
to,
that's inappropriate.
to, you know, full-on rape, you know, and violence. So there, you know, there's a wide scope, and we want to present that. We have 4 powerful women that are going to be on our panel. Sharita Perez, a musician, Melanie Bragg, the attorney, Rania McCurrs from Crime Stoppers, and Jenny Dial Creech, and she's a reporter here at the Chronicle, and she wrote about the Baylor sex scandal. We've been covering up for the athletes.
I remember that.
And hers is a powerful story. Wow. You know, it's a really incredible story to listen to her talk about, you know, how, you know, she was blocked from, you know, seeking certain information and talking to certain people, and she would open up a door and then have it shut, and so, So what do you got going on? What can we share with them?
Well, speaking of this, this Saturday, I'm actually up for the Mary Turner Perseverance Loving Cup Award, because it is literally, it's by the Chamber of Commerce. They basically have picked, they had 65 nominations, and people wrote in, and I was nominated for, because this is back to this, the perseverance. And a lot of it has been this kind of stuff that's kept me having to go around in circles, you know. But I made it to the top 10 finalists. And I was so excited.
Such a huge accomplishment. That's so cool.
That's what and that's what I put on my my post about it. I'm like, the picture of the cup, I'm like, I make it look easy, but trust me, I've filled about a dozen of these along the way in tears. I mean, it's been hard, you know. It's been super hard, really super hard. And but so that's Saturday. That to get information on that, you go to www.tcbcc.org. A great networking event. It's super international focus, so bring plenty of business cards. But when we get there, basically the gala attendees are going to hear all 10 of our stories, and the gala attendees will vote, because they're called the Deserving Award. So they'll decide who deserves the award. So I haven't got the award, but at least I've been top 10 finalist. I feel like I deserve it. So vote for me, just saying. And then also next Sunday, I have a comedy show at the Joke Joint at 8 o'clock. And then I have a new PR client. It is called Team Havoc Basketball. They are the only UBA semi-pro basketball team here in Houston. Their new season starts this Saturday, and it's also Coach Franklin's Day in the city. And we're going to be, the basketball game is at 7 o'clock Saturday night, and then we have another one at 1:30 on Sunday, and then we have the celebration for his day at 4 o'clock. So it's going to be jam-packed.
Semi-pro sports are my favorite. They're so fun.
Yes, I love it. I'm having so much fun.
A lot of ex-athletes, you know, people who are just like,
hey, you know, get them when they're older, trust me.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want them when they're young.
No. Yeah,
they're not ready. They're not ready for all that.
Exactly.
No, not at all. But you know, and Coach Franklin is actually, he owns and GM of the semi-pro team, but he's also the named USA head coach for the 2017 through 2020 for the men's international pro team. Oh wow! He won the gold last year. He won the gold last month. He's got 2 more cups. Gold medal winning coach. So we're celebrating his day in the city on Sunday. So it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So you know, part of the perseverance is, you know, as I've shared with you, when I first started 7 years ago and left the dating industry and went out on my own as a matchmaker, I had no money for marketing. I knew matchmaking, I knew event planning. I'd been told I was funny. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do out of this, you know? And so I started doing comedy, networking, doing singles events, and it's just been the perseverance of having to make your name from nothing. So now that I've figured out how to get all the press for myself, people are starting to ask me to help them with brand strategy as well. So AmberNeal.com.
If you need some help with brand strategy, PR work, AmberNeal.com.
That's right.
Just to hear her story. She's a very interesting person, very funny, very sweet, very warm. So we have our event. It is March 7th. It starts at 6:30 p.m. The Recovery Council. There's free parking there. Big parking garage. So
we would love to come film that too.
You can come film that.
Yes, we would love to film that.
You are welcome to do that. Yeah. That would be
Perfect.
great. Yeah.
Yeah,
we can do an after show.
Okay, cool. Let's follow up.
Let's do it.
Once we hear everybody's stories, and once you
Yeah.
just hear that it's not just you, it is me too. I've been through
It
it too.
is me too.
Yeah.
I have a story. So you can come March the 7th, 6:30 p.m. The ticket information is being posted. As usual, Anna is behind.
Yeah.
Remember I told you, if you want to see who Anna is, if you don't know who Anna is, if you want to hear Anna, if you want to see Anna on screen, tomorrow, she's getting red. She's blushing just listening.
If that's what you think.
Tomorrow, we have a board meeting, and we are going to go on Facebook Live during the board meeting and talk about this event and why we are all in it. You know, how it came about as a board decision to do it and have it
I'm
be
so
our first
excited.
event. So you can see that tomorrow, sometime between 10 and noon. But it'll be on our page. You can always go back there and see the post ones. Like if you missed Melanie, or if you missed Victoria yesterday, or Rania, they're on our page. You can go back there and see them. Yes, yes.
I saw the one with Tara
with
too.
Tara, yeah.
Yeah, good information.
Yes,
I know.
yes.
If we're gonna do it, she got some great tips.
Yes, yeah. You guys need
Yes.
to.
Well, her and her husband were actually part of my kickoff event that I just did in November for my
okay.
new social club I'm launching for couples to lower the divorce rate.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to help the couples now.
Good.
I've been doing it anyway. I match them and stay involved till they're married. I might as well help everybody else.
Help them
Like,
stay that
when
way.
are you going to do something for us? And I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. So
Alright.
so she was actually part of that event too.
And
so
that's the
great
thing
person.
with collaborating with you. It's like you know, hey, I have an idea. Let's do it.
Yeah,
you know?
let's do it.
Make it happen.
I love
That's
love
how
it.
easy she is.
Yes, let's have fun. You know, let's have fun while we're doing it.
And we will have fun on March 7th as
Yes.
well. We're going to talk heavy and deep. There's probably be some crying, but we're going to have fun too.
That's healing. That's good.
It is.
It's a safe, again, if you're looking for a safe place, you need to be part of I Know Somebody Houston. If you're not, tell a friend, bring a friend. It is one of the most phenomenal groups that I've ever been part of, and I love to network. So kudos
Thank
to
you.
Elizabeth, Anna, amazing women. Get part of this organization. They're doing big things for women in Houston. So
And
thank
if you do know some women, you can go to our I Know Somebody Houston group, and you can add women there, and that way they will get all of the information that we put on our fan page as well. So that's how we kind of keep in touch with our members. So join that. You can also find us at www.iknowsomebodyhouston.com and come and buy your ticket. Those tickets are going to run out. They are limited. So please go on the Eventbrite and get your ticket before it's too late. Thank you.
Thank you.